Thank you so much for your singing. I got here a little bit early this morning, and I actually want to give a special thanks to Lido as well, because we had thought we were getting here early and we'd maybe help shovel, but Lido is really on the job because that guy already had it done. So, our scriptures this morning are from Numbers chapter 22, verses 1 to 35. And if you want to open to it, that's basically where we'll be. I've been reading about Balaam in the Bible, and a lot of us think that we know the story of Balaam because of the childhood bedtime stories and his famous experience. But Balaam's name is actually mentioned in 57 verses in 8 books of the Bible. We don't just find him in the book of Numbers. He's in Deuteronomy, Joshua, Nehemiah, Micah, 2 Peter, Jude, and Revelation. So the Bible actually has more to say. It has more references to Balaam than Mary, Jesus' mother, or any of the apostles. Unfortunately, most of the references to Balaam are negative. And his story is very well known because there is an ignorant creature who speaks words from the Lord, but at the end of the experience, his nature is not improved. And then there's also a talking donkey. Too soon? No? Danette gets it. When God has devoted so much ink to one man, we know there are important lessons to be learned from his life. With our pastor on a leave, I find myself with 3 Sabbath worships to do, and I really struggle to sometimes find a topic to speak on. And I also find that I can't really fit much more than a chapter into a Sabbath morning. And so conveniently, Balaam is primarily dealt with in 3 chapters of Numbers. And so I'm going to break new ground for myself and have a 3-part series. So I'm retitling today's topic, Balaam, Part 1. And you'll have to join me in February and March to discover what my other creative titles will be. An interesting point about Balaam, for any of you that have an archaeology interest, is that there was an ancient text found in Jordan in 1967, and that relates to the activities of a prophet named Balaam, son of Beor. And there's 119 fragments of plaster. It seems to have been a long column with 50 lines, and he is necessarily shouldn't, because Christians today find it very easy to compromise as well. We can be compromised in so many ways by the kinds of words that we allow to come out of our mouths, the books we read, the music that we listen to. We most often compromise by being silent when we should be speaking up. We think we would react differently than Balaam in his situation if God presented one of us with a talking donkey or an angel, or the angel of the Lord with a flaming sword. Would we rid ourselves of the tiny compromises that are in our lives? Would we reform? Or once that dramatic experience was over, would we fall back into our comfortable ways? We also know the truth, and we don't always do the right thing. So we have to look at our own lives just to make sure that we do a better job of obeying the Lord than Balaam did. I would have actually liked to close with "He owns the cattle on 1,000 hills," but I can't because it's not like anywhere. So I'll call our singers up, and we'll just sing our closing song together. It's number 86, "How Great Thou Art."